What's up, guys? We're picking back up in the walking tour series. We just ended our last walking tour here in An Thong 5. We're gonna make our way kind of down more in the pub area, the noisier partier area, I guess you would call it. So, without waiting anymore, let's come down here and explore this area. You guys can kind of see that we did this area. Let me get out of the way of this car before I get hit. We mentioned Scallywags just the other day, which is a bar. This whole section is basically going to be dedicated once again towards bars, pubs, restaurants, nightlife. I'm not sure if you guys can see over here, but it's a hookah pub. So definitely dead in the day. The corner pub right here, dead. So this area will not open up until nighttime. You have Bellows Pizza, but if you come down here, it's kind of tourist centered, what I'm gonna say again. There's two Bellows. I think there's at least two Bellows, but it's very tourist centered. You got Tom's Bar and Grill. You got this nice, cool little mural. So very hip, tourist, cool, chic type of vibe. We did go down that street one time and I had the worst hamburger I've ever had. I don't want to mention the name because I don't really remember the name off the top of my head also. So, but this is An Thong 6. So we're cruising down An Thong 6. And look, we got some other vloggers. We don't want to, maybe we're going to get in their shot. Sounds like maybe they're Russian. So maybe we'll be a big hit in Russia when they show us in the background. But it looks like construction going down An Thong 6. It's kind of weird how this setup is because An Thong 6 is here. And this is An Thong 8. And then I think An Thong 7 actually runs parallel down there. So we'll come down here to An Thong 8. It is starting to drizzle. I'm not under the umbrella, but someone else is. Shockingly, it wasn't raining when I started this video, or right before I started the video, but now it is. But you guys can see, like, this area is practically catering towards nightlife. So if you guys are partiers, night owls, this is the area that you guys are going to be hanging out in, most likely. A little bit of garbage. Pina home. So you will have some stays here. Oh, I've never seen this before. A soccer field. Let's get a quick look at this really fast. Huh. So maybe when the weather's better, people come out there and kick the soccer ball around, or what you guys call football. Us Americans don't call it football. We're gonna make our way probably up to the Catholic Church. I think that's where we're gonna start and end. Yeah, I think this is part of the sports center. So, yeah, I think so, because I think this is An Thong 9 that we're coming up on, which is actually where Gilda's is. So we are gonna pass by Gilda's, I believe. This is An Thong 9. We didn't really miss anything here. It just looks like a corner bar, a pharmacy, vinaigrette, wine, great kitchen. But this is An Thong 9. There we go. An Thong 9. Watch it. Gilda's is probably the best pizza that we've at least had ourselves personally here. Asia in general, pizza is not the greatest for us, at least. But Gilda's has been the best pizza place that we've had so far. And yeah, we are approaching the Mayan Sports Center. So that's why they had the soccer golf course or the soccer field. And here is the Mayan Sports Center, gym, yoga, Zumba, and the swimming pool, which looks like it's right here. I'm not really sure how it works. Maybe there's a monthly membership or something, but it's a pretty big pool. So the soccer field is over there, and the pool is right here. So if you guys are into swimming or soccer, and I kind of think it's a gym and a fitness center as well. So here is the fitness center, or what they call the sports center. And then we have a couple of local places here. Once again, this is An Thong 9. In our earlier video, we came all the way up from An Thong 1, all the way up to An Thong 6 is where we left off on last video. So if you guys haven't seen the first part of An Thong, then please check that video out.
Are any of you planning a trip to Da Nang in the next 60 days? Well, book a free 30-minute video consultation with me to get all the information you need to settle in smoothly. During this call, I'll provide personalized advice and answer any of the questions you have about traveling or living in Da Nang. So don't hesitate to book your free consultation today. The link is in the description below.
Let me just get you guys another quick view. It looks like this might be a cafe. And something like that. So let me just duck in here for you guys really quickly. Yeah, it does look like a cafe. Xin chào. Little cafe for the sports complex. The Sleeping Dog, or the Sleepy Dog. I've heard of this place on Google Maps, and I think on Facebook. And this is Gilda's. So this one is Gilda's. They have pizzas, juice, smoothies. Gilda's is here. But they do have a very unique hours, Mondays through Saturdays. And it's 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And they're closed on Sundays, apparently. The guy was very nice, the owner. The Sleepy Dog Pub. Not sure. There is, looks like one person in there. But it is maybe 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So obviously many people won't be in there at this time. We are going to try to cross this street and come down. This was An Thong 7. So like I told you guys, it's kind of weird because An Thong 8 is back that way. 9 runs this way, and now 7 will come down this way. So we'll kind of backtrack once we go down this street. It's very quiet in this An Thong 7 street. Kind of seems more local to me. Nothing going on, no restaurants here, it doesn't look like. I can hear some locals down here speaking in Vietnamese, so it does seem like it's a little more local. Oh. Scooter parking. So there are some people renting here. And some construction. Seems like they're always developing and working here. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Basketball hoop. I haven't seen anybody playing basketball in any neighborhood or area around us. An apartment for rent. Locals. Look at this. We're hanging out with the locals today. Ran into some construction on Thong 7, so we will double back. Thong 7. Got the locals out here. Xin chào. And we'll head back. Yeah, this gives me a local vibe. Just one block off the main little hub street right there. Very interested to know who stays here and what these prices are in this area. Seems like it's kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it, maybe like a little feeder street. You can kind of stay here. Nothing's really made, mostly on this street. So you kind of just live here, and then maybe you kind of go out of your couple block area and come find some of these places. And we are on the other end of the sports complex. We lost somebody, and maybe they will be making their way back as we come out here. Otherwise, we might have to catch up with them later. Let's see if we can see them. Maybe they jumped in the pool. We don't see them. Where is she at? Well, we will have to catch up with her at another time, because we need to show you guys around the area. I think, yeah, this is a chicken place. I didn't catch the name of it, but it looks like it's not open until basically, I think everything around this area probably opens up around 5 p.m. No one's just really out in this area. Like I said, it's catering towards backpackers, hostel stayers, partiers, night owls. So it's a lot different than certain areas. And that was Thong 9. And I always can never pronounce this name. Thong T10, I think it is. This place is always kind of booming at night as well. We'll cross the street here and we'll show you guys a new pizza place. Well, it's not a new pizza place, but it is a relocated pizza place. Basically, let's make sure we don't get hit by this traffic. But I guess Motor City Pizza used to be on the other part of town, and now it is basically relocated and it's over here. But once again, this place is not open either. So you guys can kind of tell that this area is definitely catering towards a younger partier, if that's a word, partier, younger style party crowd. Let's cross the street over here. We did take a look at this place before. It's called Non-Residence. We were looking to stay there last year. Not a bad place, but it's just not in the area that we wanted to stay in. And it looks like we found somebody that was lost.
Maybe it's meant to be.
I do want to show you guys this place. Not this place, but the full market we have shown you guys. They exist all over here. But we're gonna try to sneak in here. I'm gonna probably have to be quiet because this is the 24-hour, I guess you would call it a working co-working space. It's 24 hours. I think the rule is that you basically the general rule is that you gotta buy something, and the prices are pretty affordable, either a drink or food. And basically, it's 2 stories, but we gotta be a little quiet when we come in here. We'll just give you a quick tour. Xin chào. You basically can sit at one of these tables. Make sure you take off your shoes, and you come into one of these little booths. And they have 2 stories like this. We're just gonna pop in and out really quickly. I think we can go through this way. Bathrooms. Everyone's working. And they do have the upstairs, which is just basically another extension of this. And it basically works by you purchase some food or a drink and you get to stay here. I think it's the general rule is 1 drink or 1 type of food per hour or 2 hours, something like that. This place is called High 4, and it is a 24-hour co-working space. So I thought I would show you guys that as we work our way up towards the ending point, which is the church that I mentioned earlier. Let's make sure we don't get hit right here. That's the biggest thing, is you don't want to get hit or ran over in this crazy traffic. Not sure if you guys can see it, but the church is all the way up there. We're going to come down just a few more of these blocks, so stick around and let me show you guys a couple of little side streets. And just to give you guys your bearings, if you go all the way down this street, you will run into the beach. And An Thuong 1 in the previous video is all the way down there at the beach, and we've been basically working our way up towards this more local part of town. We are gonna go down An Thuong 10 now. So we've hit everything from 1 through 10 and a lot of these streets in between. You guys can see it's a much more local type of feel. Basically, once you cross that street right before the co-working space, you see the vibe, the type of people, the restaurants, everything changes. This is kind of a blend and a mix. Like, you will get some of those partiers and night owls that will kind of stay over here and then work their way back at nighttime over there. But in general, the overall feel of this place is a lot different. These little clothes stores. So we do run into a lot of vegetarians, mostly through my in-person service, but this place looks like it's vegetarian. So I always now keep an eye out for vegetarian restaurants, even though I'm not a vegetarian, but a lot of people that I run into always ask me about vegetarian restaurants. The locals are out here. I think this is the street that you seen the rat on.
Yeah.
It was trying to attack you. There was a rat that popped out of one of these. It was late at night and it was like in a garbage. When we were looking down here and I heard a box moving. It was like, then all of a sudden it just jumped out. What's up, little dog? Another massage place. Speaking of the massage places, you kind of tell from the previous video, we seen massage spas all over back on those other areas. There's Rio. So there's Rio. We have heard about Rio. But getting back to my point, you do not see as many spa massage places once you cross that street. Now, there will be some of those, but you could see that it really, really dies out once you get into the more local place. This is a cool little cartoon scene. This apartment. What else we got here? A laundromat. Laundromats are pretty popular here, especially for people that don't have their washer and dryer inside their apartment. Yeah, it smells good over here. Irene. Never heard of this place, but this is a good way, even if you guys don't have a camera, this is a good way to kind of learn your neighborhood is by walking and doing exactly what we do on this video. It's a Greek restaurant, Irene Greek restaurant. That's why it smells like bread or pizza.
What's this Greek restaurant?
So I encourage you guys just to get out and come down and walk out. You guys don't have to do it with a camera or vlogging like this, but if you guys just come down these streets, you guys will find a lot of stuff that either you never knew existed or places that you've seen on Facebook or Google Maps. And then you go like, oh, that's where that place is. Okay, I see. A gym. Speaking of gyms, gyms are kind of a luxury here in Da Nang. So gyms are not cheap. Back in the USA, you can go to a place like Planet Fitness or places that are very cheap, $10, $15, $20 a month. Out here in Vietnam, gyms will cost maybe $30, maybe $20 I've heard from a few places, but they're not as cheap as they are, especially equivalent wise to back in the USA of how much you would pay. And Thong 11 is next up. So I think the general feeling is the further we work our ways down the An Thong blocks, the quieter and the more local it gets. So it kind of, a good rule of thumb is to basically think of the lower An Thong blocks as the more livelier, partier, tourist-friendly neighborhood. These streets are actually pretty nice. They're pretty wide. Yeah, this is much more local and residential. You guys can see they got the TV on in the background. That's a family. Our white noise. Local scooters, one of these little food carts. So they probably have some kind of banh mi or something. Oh, it looks like a soup, big soup pot. That's what they probably do later on in the day or something. Oh, this is a mini mart, a real local mini mart. This is a little juice place, really, really local. I think, if I remember correctly, this is one of the streets that has the really cheap laundry service. I think it's like $10K, which is pretty good for here because I think most of the laundry spots are $20,000 at least near the beach. So anything under $20K is considered decent. And we are on An Thong 11. Let me just see if I remember correctly. If not, so it doesn't, but there's nothing else left on this little part. So what we'll do is we'll come up here to An Thong 16.
Last year, but 12 is good.
So this is An Thong 16. It's easily recognizable, and you can find it by the Last Hope with the painting of Bob Marley. Much more local here though, but we're almost up to almost the An Thong 20s. That's weird. So we were just on 16, right guys? This is what I told you guys about the neighborhood. Now, this is An Thong 12. So this is 16, this is 12. Kind of just a very, very basic local street, but I think what we'll do is we will come down, we'll go up this one. We'll continue down 16. 16 looks a little more livelier. Not much, but the other An Thong 12 is very residential and kind of secluded. I've noticed all these that I've never noticed before I did this series, but they have so many of these alleyways. That's where Mr. Rat hangs out, or Splinter. Here is the Amazon of Asia, Shopee and Lazada. Now here's your Amazon. Here's your An Thong 14. Another local street, very similar and basic to this.
Where's 13?
Maybe they don't have 13 because it's bad luck. Because we did not see 13. Much more local though, guys. If you guys seen the video coming up from An Thong 1 through 5, you will see different vibe, different type of customers, different type of people, just a different ambiance. This will be An Thong 15. So here's 15, very similar, residential, not much going on here. I don't think they have a 13. I think 13 is bad luck. So a pharmacy, which very common here. Here's a little local restaurant. Never had this one. Mien Te Quan. So it looks like a nice local, authentic restaurant. Xin chào. I think that is the name. Watch for this though. You guys need to definitely watch the roads, because you guys will not be paying attention and then you'll end up in a ditch somewhere. Another pharmacy right here. Now you guys probably remember a lot of my videos and have seen this next street that we run up to, and it's Chow T Vent that crosses with An Thong 16. So a lot of my videos, this is one of my favorite local streets. This is where we get pork chop. This is where we go down the road to get the banh mi. This is where we get our cafe. We get a lot of stuff here. We hang out at the convenience store. We hang out at the convenience store over there. And what we do is we kind of go here and hang out. We have a guy that we met yesterday. Brian.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again.
Again.
Is this your lovely wife?
Hey, how's it going?
I follow you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, I appreciate it. What was your name?
Nice to meet you.
Paul, nice to meet
Hey,
you.
lovely warm hands.
We were just finishing up. We're literally 1 minute away. If you want to walk, we're just going to end it right here at the church.
All right, yeah.
So I'm just explaining, I'm doing a walk by.
Oh, yeah.
These guys have both been here. I was just doing the walk by of it. We walked all the way up from An Thong 1, and we're just literally about to end this video. I just wanted to end it at this Catholic church, which is right here. This is literally a great point to end it, because not only did we hit up here at Chow T Vent, it's a mouthful to say that one, but this is a great kind of little monument to set you guys right and show you exactly where this place is. We got a little tea cafe here, but our ending point is going to be right here at this church. I think it's actually called, if I remember correctly, it's called the An Thuong Church. I'm almost positive, but it's just been going through some remodeling, and it looks pretty good now, because the last time we were here, it wasn't this nice. It was kind of dealing with construction, and everything looks good now. But here is the name, An Thuong. I can't read that, but it's basically one of the only churches that's in the beach area that I know of. So if you guys ever come out here, you guys can see this church right here. This is all the way down. If we just turn it back one more quick time, that is the beach. If you guys just directly make a beeline all the way down, that will be the beach, the Mai Key Beach, the Mayan Beach. And then if you just literally come all the way up and down, you'll hit An Thuong 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way right here to the church. So that's probably gonna do it for our video today. I hope that you guys enjoyed these almost daily series of walking and showing you guys the neighborhood. I appreciate you guys taking the time and watching it. If you guys can, please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe button. We're approaching 3,000 viewers, or I'm sorry, we're approaching 3,000 subscribers, and we are trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the time New Year's comes. So please subscribe. Once again, have a good day and happy travels.